Okay, there we go, there we go. We are alive. How is every-nyaaan? Eh? I am doing well today. This is your local Cat's 9 from Ceylon Cross. Hoping everyone is having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be working on Rakdos Madness. Yeah, Rakdos Madness. So we tried last week and ultimately failed to stream. The mono red madness deck, right? We got caught with an emergency downtime for Moto, and we were not able to play more than a couple matches. Heck, I think when I came back to complete the league a day or two later, that the second match actually just didn't register. It was like a draw or something, so it had me redo it. I ended up, I think, going 3-2 on that league. But what it has taught me is that the stronger version of the deck currently is really the Rally Red version, the one that's playing, was it Rally the Homburg or something like that from Lord of the Rings? But if I'm going to try to go wide with tokens, I'm not going to do it mono red style. In that case, this week we're doing Rakdos Madness, all right? So we are, in fact, playing good old Kitchen Imp, Alms of the Vein, Fiery Temper, Sneaky Snacker build. This is the classic. It is a deck that I have played early on in my streaming career, back in the early 2024 days. And it's one that's evolved quite a bit, surprisingly. Now, remember, earlier builds of this deck focused more on the metalcraft and wanting to have the artifact lands in here so you could use Galv Blast and what have you. Even running like, you know, the 2/2 Goblin with haste, as long as you control an artifact. But this has definitely refined itself to more of a card advantage engine burn deck. Vampire's Kiss, build our Epicure, starting off our curve with blood tokens that can enable a lot of our mid-game madness stuff. Sneaky Snacker obviously going really hard in this, as well as a lot of other decks in Pauper. Grab the Prize being one of the most pushed cards at common for this kind of deck. The ability to shock while you're drawing cards is pretty powerful. Highway Robbery, being able to put mana into it to not have to put mana at all into casting a spell on a later turn. Pretty relevant, surprisingly enough. Yeah, the whole thing is just like a really solid, sleek machine now. There are a couple of adjustments that I've made after looking over some current 5.0 decks of this archetype. The first is I've added in a sneaky Wekdu Midnight Hunter. This is one of the Spider-Man Through the Omen Path cards. Being able to have another 2/2 flyer is great. It being able to be hard cast with flash is also hilarious. And the mayhem cost, again, is really on par with Kitchen Imp. It doesn't have haste, which makes it not quite as good, but I like the ability to have yet another creature with evasion. And then another thing that is currently seeing some amount of play is a couple of main deck and the festivities. Things like elves, things like fairies, things like mono red, especially the rally red deck, people are giving a lot of thought to hedging their bets on that, and I cannot blame them, honestly. So I too am playing a couple of End the Festivities main, where the interesting stuff really happens is here in the sideboard. Hey there, Nagato. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing pretty good. Just started. We're doing a little bit of an early start here, because I'm not entirely sure how my evening is going to go. So I figured I'd give it a little bit of a jump start. Playing Rakdos Madness today, and this is kind of where I love Pauper just getting really clever with their stuff, right? So we know that we're going to want more kill spells for bigger things, right? We're going to want something to kill a Writhing Chrysalis, to kill Tolarian Terror, right? And normally that's just like a whole bunch of Pyroblasts, or like we want to kill, I don't know, a Mirror Enforcer, right? Dark Withering, a pretty darn good card. Single black to destroy a non-black creature, right? We're at Doomblade levels plus, you know, this. A lot of green on Moto's UI, yes it is. So they recently had an update with essentially being able to go into quick play, and you could just select the deck you wanted straight from your collection screen. It's a little ham-fisted, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is perhaps workshopped a bit in the next coming updates. But I do like the enthusiasm from them. Make it a little less obtuse on how to get from this screen to actually playing a match, right? So, Anyway, in the sideboard here, we have Extract Confession. This is really good against Mono Black Sacrifice, which is starting to actually climb the percentage of the meta share now. It's not significantly huge, but it is starting to make like top 20 lists, top 30 lists, which is good enough for me. Also really good with Boggles. Fairy Macabres and Nihil Spell Bombs. These are our ins for things like Spy Combo, as well as other graveyard sort of decks like Dredge, either the mono red or the Jund variety. To an extent, this also is nice with Tolarian Terror, but honestly, we're trying to go through Tolarian Terror. We're not exactly going to try to stop them. Otherwise, I think these would be relics. Pyroblasts, again, blue decks. This is definitely for the Terror decks. This is definitely for the Fairies decks. High Tide is no more, so we have one less deck to really push our sideboard slots, which is good. Again, Dark Withering here, we're going in against Writhing Crystals. We're going in against the Terror decks. Like, being able to pay a mana, and like a Fairies deck can barely counter this, right? This is another way for us to get above and beyond. And then finally, the third and the Festivities here. Maybe they should have hit Terror in some way, possibly, but it's a deck where you have just this critical mass of things. I think if they printed another creature that was like, oh hey, costs less for the amount of instants and sorceries in your graveyard, I think then they would have to hit Terror. But so far, you've got 8 creatures, only 4 of which are actually difficult to hit, I would say. Personally, I think they should print something like Combust or Rending Volley at common. A downshift of Combust or Rending Volley, specifically Combust, would be absolutely nuts. Let me pull up that card for those who haven't endured early modern like I have. Let me go quantity 0. Let's see if we can get it. Here we go. Combust. So the spell cannot be countered. It costs 1 and a red for an instant. Combust deals 5 damage to target white or blue creature, and the damage cannot be prevented. So this was a really big deal against things like Restoration Angel, something that's really good against Baneslayer Angel. This was something good against Splinter Twin. Like, you were playing almost always 4 copies of Combust back in those days of Modern, right? Surprisingly, also really relevant against Siege Rhino. But I think if they printed Combust at Common, one, this just is a really good stopgap for more specific red decks that can't really compete with the amount of counter spells that blue has currently. And honestly, it's also pretty good against mono white decks. Not necessarily Tireless Tribe, because that's really hard, but definitely good against sort of like the Chocomog white weenie decks, I think. Yeah. Terror was perfectly playable even before Cryptic Serpent was downshifted. Really took the deck to the next level. Exactly. Like, if they print something else along those veins, I think the deck gets a little too out of hand. Like, right now it's a powerful deck, and it's fine to have a powerful deck. It's bad if it is like the deck to play and nothing else, right? We saw that with the legacy bans. We saw that with oh god, now I can't even think of the All That Glitters deck lists, that everyone was playing All That Glitters because you could just put it in your deck and your deck was a million times better. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm at. Downshift Fry. Oh my god, I forgot about Fry. Rending Volley was more my speed. Rending Volley. Again, Combust and Rending Volley were really my things. Ooh, and they even have the fancy artworks here. So what's funny is, like, we have the avatar artworks in the client because they like do this ahead of time, but you can't buy them yet. They come out tomorrow. Yeah, Rending Volley would be really sweet. 4 damage to target white or blue creature, and then you said Fry. I forget about Fry. Isn't it a sorcery? Where are you? Fry. Instant. Fry deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker that's white or blue, but the damage can still be prevented. Where? I like Combust better. I think Combust is just easier because Combust also completely removes Prismatic Strands from the equation, right? Oh, you have oh god, what is it? The stupid Salt Road Pack Beast or whatever it's called. Yeah, you can't Prismatic Strands your Deuter or your Flyer, right? This is kind of good, but like Combust is so much better. Yeah, damage cannot be prevented. Give me that. Give me a Combust all day long. I don't think they're going to do this because they are very much not on the color hate cards anymore, which is a bit of a shame. Some amount of color hate, as long as it's like distributed evenly, is good. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a card that's protection from red, protection from white, protection from blue. You can have like these different blue, green, white, black hate cards. And it can be healthy. But that's my little diatribe. Anyway, we are going to take this wonderful pile into a match with the sweet 61 card deck. I couldn't find another card I wanted to cut for Wakdu, so I'm just playing 61. But yeah, we're going. Let's see what we can do with this. It has been a hot minute since I've played Rakdos Madness, especially from the old days. but I am looking forward to being able to, you know, punch face with this. I really don't like how they took the screenshot. Oh yeah, the screenshot cards. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the fan-made edits that people have done of these things. Like the Cruel Tutor is obviously the most egregious, very egregious one out of all of them. I think they could have done the screenshot cards, but with like the what's the subset called? I don't even remember, but it's basically like the commander cards that they have in the commander bundle with that frame. If you did the screenshot in that custom avatar-esque frame, I think things would have been a heck of a lot better. But I also think that they should have had a better art director on those particular cards to pick better screen grabs. It's as lazy as Weiss Schwarz. Like, yeah, Weiss Schwarz definitely has some art of all time. But I can also imagine that since they're pumping out so many cards so often, that they probably just don't have time to do all the artwork. Uh-oh, is this us? No. Also, that's the other thing I have to get used to here. These buttons are not just okay, it tells you what's going to happen next. And if you have a stack here, if I press, in this case here, oops, hold on. I press 1, my keybind, which is okay and pass, it'll just go through the entire stack, which is not what I want. We are, however, going to go Voldaren Epicure. I feel like this is Jund. I don't think this is Grixis Affinity. Oh, interesting. Wow. Interesting. Glinthawk. So the question is, do they return the familiar? They do. Interesting. Legitimately, I could have made the Avatar Cruel Tutor card, and that's a sad statement to make. Exactly. Nah, you are 100% on point there. All right, broski. Do you want to replay your familiar? Grimbauble. That is also okay. Oof. No, I don't have to do this, but I think I am going to do this. All right, that's fine. Wow, we got dinged on that. Yeah, the Ozai's face zoomed in on that card is a choice. They were holding back for their own Bajuka Bog. Sure. They got rid of one of my fairies. Alright, this is at least a little bit better. I'll be surprised if they cast like a Thraben Charm here, but like I still think it is worth. Oh wow. Yeah. So here, see here, this now comes up, and if I press OK, it yields to all, and I just kind of F6 through that. What I need to do is have a no response, and I don't know why their OK button is linked to the just pass all priority. So this is not ideal. They probably have like 2 more. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, this is absolutely horrendous. They've F6'd. You may surveil. Why did they put the F6 button, the first one that you can accidentally select? But it's, yeah, like, they should have stacked that separately. Like, the OK button should have been the one that activates on top. I don't know, man. They are making decisions out here, and I'm just playing the game. Another Glint Hawk. Blood Fountain. Refurbished Familiar. Okay. All right, so they are top deck. Which I don't exactly dislike. All right, let's see what they're going to do. All right, I'm going to pick the Kitchen Imp. Yeah, so yield to all is just so bad here. Ooh, I could also Lightning Bolt here. All right, so they're going to Blood Fountain back the Glint Hawk and the Refurbished. I think we're okay on that. Interesting. All right, so we have 6 points of burn. I am theoretically okay with pointing at their noggin. But I think I'm going to just take their pressure off. I'm mad the Avatar set just power crept Drackle Pup. Right? That's so crazy. Let's get rid of this Double. They can surveil. Do they put anything in the graveyard? They put a bridge in the graveyard. Alright, I do want to hold on to the Faithless Looting. If they top deck a familiar or something like that, I'd rather get rid of my mountain. Alright, we were in a pretty bad spot, and now I think we're doing pretty decent. Suffocating fumes. Okay. Now we're doing a lot better. Okay. That's so much better for us. So this coming turn, we might be able to win. Medical offering, that's fine. They may blood token. Lord, crazy over here. Couldn't talk. Okay. Do they bounce Ancient Den? Okay. About to say, because I do want to try and map token here. All right, that's decent. Oh, and they put the Inspector into the grave. Fascinating. All right, they're going to bounce their Bog. Ooh, we could hit it pretty big here. I hope, I hope, I hope. Yes, we do. And they've conceded. Woo! That was a great Faithless Looting. Oh my god, that was great. Oh, that's phenomenal. Wow. All right, and the festivities, okay-ish. I think they're just on Glint Hawks, Core Skyfishers, and Refurbished Familiars. I definitely feel like Fairy Macabre is a good in. Otherwise, I think the deck is doing pretty much what we want to do. Being able to Fairy Macabre their, yeah, come to think of it, those are Faithless Looting hits the opponent usually gets, right? That was really good. I think this is great because we can hold on to these until, like, they go to Blood Fountain, right? Dark Withering is also a possibility. Do I like it better than something else here? Do I cut like a robbery for this? I don't know. And the festivities though, man. Nah, I'll put like 1 in there. Yeah, I used up all my luck. It is almost assuredly that. Oof, okay. Okay. Is this worth? We can effectively go turn 2 Sneaky Snacker. But does this really do all that we want it to do? Maybe. We do have a draw. Also, I'm pretty sure Mr. Twin is just like one of the top players here. Am I wrong with saying that? Yeah, Mr. Twin's got 10 trophies. That's crazy. So we're going up against someone who knows how to play this this game. Drawing a bolt is good. I like the fact that I can have a cheap removal spell if need be here. Lembus, okay. What do? They scry to the top or to the bottom? Top, all right. That's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and cast. We'll discard the Sneaky Snacker. Lovely. All right, and next turn we're able to bounce our Bog again, which is pretty nice. Navigator's Compass. That is a fair card to bring in. Or Skyfisher probably bouncing the Compass. No, the Lembus. Okay, makes sense. They want card advantage. Ooh. All right, what do I want to do here? I think the play is to Faithless Looting, Temper, and Wekdu. So let's loot. Oof, I will get rid of the Snacker. I'll get rid of the Barons. Oh, I am really dumb. What am I doing? I'm really, really dumb. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I literally said my plan and then didn't do it. Oh, well. Yeah, getting duressed at instant speed is kind of terrible. Speaking of terrible, punting that horribly. I could have had 2 more power out and still kept my cheap kill spell. On the bright side, if they refurbish Familiar Me, this is like 400 IQ strats. Oh my god. Never didn't not have it. That is absurd. Now, do I bolt here and get in? Is that greedy? I feel like that might be greedy. Yeah, I'm going to temper. True. All right, we'll bounce our bog. Tithing blade. Sure. They can Grimbobble, they can Glinthawk. What are they going to do? Are they going to... Oh, just Vernacular Offering. Okay. Now they're going to Glinthawk. Fine. Oof. What do I want to do here? I feel like I want to clear this. Now, do I want to do this to get all of my stuff back? Or no? Nah, I'm just going to Vampire's Kiss here. I'll reload. We are Crossroads, totally fine. It's kind of funny that Mayhem is a fixed madness, but by giving Swarm Flash, it's still a card with madness, but with extra steps. True. One, two, three, four. Okay. Tabi Ambusher. All right. What do I want to do here? Very nice. Nice. Very nice. That ain't great, but we are winning the damage race right now. I mean, Lumbus notwithstanding. Even if they map token this up, we're not in a terrible shape. Kept it on the top. All right. So they liked what they had. A Vault of Whispers. All right, so they whiffed. Refurbished Familiar. I'm going to get rid of Bog, honestly. You can come in for 3. All right, Jagged Barrens is nice. So Mayhem is just we can cast it if it was discarded. Ooh, interesting. All right, I like the idea of Faithless Living here. That's really good. What do I want to discard? I feel like I want to discard Alms of the Vein. Alms of the Vein. Jagged Barrens. Double the amount, actually. Very interesting. They have 6 life here, so they're at 13. I probably shouldn't yield to that. 1 second. Sorry for the flashing. All right, so we don't have any other cards right now. All right. I'm running hotter than the surface of the sun here. That is fantastic. Oh, gosh. This is tough. This guy is really a really good Magic player. And I am but a little oblate spheroid cat slime. Thorn of the Black Rose. All right, I did not see that game one, so Dark Withering really doesn't feel good right now, but it is what it is. I definitely want a Fiery Temper here. I feel like I want to get rid of Dark Withering. Because it's just, I'm just not being able to cast this. The question is, do I go for face? I think I just go there, honestly. Nope. Don't wanna cast that. I'm fine. We'll get in for 8. We will get a bazillion triggers. Grab the prize. Phenomenal. Arms of Hadar. That is a card. Yes, you may. There we go. Yes! Did it! Very nice. Oh baby, that was a match, man. That was one of the toughest players in this league here. Where is he? There he is. That's the dude right there. 10 trophies. GG's, man. GG's. Wow. Oh, all right. I'm grabbing a quick water here, and once I come back, we're into round 2. And oh man, that was fun. That was really fun. Can you read my last 3 messages if you haven't? I'll do that as soon as I come back from my water. All right. Let me take a look at that. BRB. Boop. Boop. All right, back. Didn't need to take too long to grab a glass. All right, let's see here. So the last couple messages here. Someone had to bring them down a few pegs. No. All right, so here's a trend I've noticed. The 2019 to 2021 core sets, you see more cards with protection than you do first strike. Okay, double the amount actually. Our Wizards truly translated players have an easier time learning what protection is than first strike. I don't think so. Without the cards in front of me to figure out like what's what, I would guess that first strike doesn't go into all the colors, right? Like first strike on a green creature is kind of odd. First strike on a blue creature is kind of odd. So it's possible that they thought protection as a sort of 5-color ability was more reasonable to put out there on a few more creatures than first strike. Again, depending on the distribution. If it's more on like white creatures or black creatures or stuff like that, maybe. A couple of red creatures probably. But again, it's a tool in the toolbox to be used to, you know, adjust creatures. First strike, really good on blockers, decently good on attackers, whereas with protection, it's ever so slightly different, even though a lot of the times at the basic level is like the same effect. That's a very fascinating thing to notice, though. I think when I have time, I might look that up and see which creatures, like the distribution of those. See, 4 white creatures, artifact, 2 red ones, one of which is a Gruul card. Okay. Yeah, first strike is definitely a primarily white one. An artifact creature, not surprised. A couple red cards. It has been getting there a few times, so I'm not terribly surprised with that either. All right, Baneslayer. Oh yeah, I forgot they reprinted Wallet Slayer. Oh my god. What is it at now? $3? Dude, I remember when this was a $40 card. That's crazy. Rada having first strike, that makes sense. Conditional first strike, but still. Ooh, this is kind of meh. Swamp into Rakdos Carnarium. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Ooh, god, this might even be worse. No, I'm gonna keep this. Get rid of 1 to grab the prize. We'll see how this works. Drawsforge Bridge. No. All right. So is this going to be Affinity or is this going to be Jund? This might be Jund. Let's get Voldarn Epicure in there. Another Drawsforge Bridge doesn't tell me much. Main deck Nihil Spellbomb. Sucks. Like, horrendously bad sucks. This is also like one of the big weaknesses of this particular sideboard. I did Darth Witherings over something like Cast into the Fire. So, eh. Ugh, this is awful. I think I'm going to get rid of the end festivities here. Oof. Particularly bad. I was not expecting to get stymied on lands this hard. Yeah, there's not a lot of first strikers, at least core set wise. Blood Fountain. Interesting. Again, doesn't quite tell me what this one is. Nihil Spellbomb, more leaning towards the Grixis Affinity. Oh. Nope, I think this is Jund, because Jund is playing this as like a sweet one of. Yikes. All right, I'm going to plot a highway robbery here. I want them to think that cracking the Nihil spell bomb right now is a good idea. Mirror Enforcer. Wow. Okay, so no, this is... Wow. Okay, so this is an affinity list. I'm a bit surprised. All right. Well, I'm going to have to go for it. Let's bait the Nihil spell bomb with this. Still no lands? What is going on, dude? See, so if I hit OK, which I am totally okay with here, it hits yield to all, which makes no sense to me. All right. Come on. Wow. Wow. That is wild, man. This is a very unlucky draw. Since the past 4 months, I've been sweeping through the core sets. That's carpool. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that you wanted to do something like a core set themed version. Well, they're coming in for 4. I really need a swamp right about now. Wow. Okay, so this is Grixis Affinity. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's get in there for the 1. Yeah, keywords flashback, cycling kicker, madness are completely missing from the core spec. Of course, that's except for foundations. Yeah, foundations is definitely the outlier. Gixian Infiltrator. All right, I'm gonna have to look at what these guys are playing. Core Clan Shaman's not the worst thing for us, honestly. 1 or 2 lists are playing Gearseeker Serpent, which is wild. All right, I'm at 10, soon to be at 6. Kind of glad they didn't have toxin analysis right there. That would have been a big yikes for me. What can I do here? So we have 3 damage. We can theoretically Faithless Looting, a Kitchen Imp, and maybe a burn spell. So that would be like 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not quite enough. So what do I want to do here? I still think Faithless Looting is the best option. Because if we get an Alms of the Vein, that's super good. Reckoner's Bargain. No response. Kind of okay with that. Kind of okay with getting rid of a Sneaky Snacker too. My thought process here is I gain a little bit of life with Vampire's Kiss. Now, mind you, 2 Gal Blasts do it to me, which is kind of crazy. Let's see what we do here. Yeah, the core sets in that game format that you were talking about, the custom format, really do make a lot of sense. There are always going to be the outliers, though. It's just like, wow, this feels really out there. Either a certain mechanic crops up once or twice, or what have you. All right, do they have the bog? I know these lists run like at least 1 bog, right? Krark Clan Shaman, not the worst. Not the best. Bulk. All right, so we can highway robbery here, pitching Kitchen Imp, which is nice. I think I want to do this after combat, though. Because I feel like they block and they kind of trade here. All right. No blocks. Fascinating. Love how everything shifts around here. This is so fun. I'm gonna just bog this now. Get rid of your outs with Blood Fountain. Oh, they conceded. Yep, the bog was the final nail in the straw there. Sweet. Okay. I am not looking forward to this. All right, Extracted Confessions, Dark Witherings, great. Do I care about Pyroblasts? What blue spells other than like Thoughtcast are they really running here? Potentially Cryogen Relic, really nothing. Gixing Infiltrator is an interesting one. They just take, yeah, they take advantage of disputes, Shaman Sacks, that sort of stuff. And the festivities doesn't feel all that great. I think we take out a couple of epicures. I know that sounds really bad. I think that's what we do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Actually, no, I do this. That is wild to say, but I kind of like that better. Yeah. I'd rather keep my bolts over those. You have a few worries about the card pool when you combine and get around 3,000 cards. Doesn't seem like enough cards for a healthy competitive environment. I mean, at the moment, yes, but we're going, even though Foundations is going to be around for several years, we're eventually going to get, you know, Foundations to Electric Boogaloo. This is a mulligan. This, on the other hand, feels pretty good. I keep adding in cards that weren't in core sets because you like them. You think of it, which is fine. I mean, you can do that. It's your rules. 100%. If you feel you've strayed too far from it, then you just cut things, right? It's like core set plus. I mean, that's kind of what M 2010 onward was. It's just like, why are you adding in new to print cards here that feels not core set like? Well, guess what? We got used to it because they were like, nope, this is what we're doing now. And you can do that with your format too. All right, gonna pass turn here. I hope I draw a land. Are they gonna bolt this? They're gonna bolt me. Furbished Familiar. What do I get rid of here? I think I get rid of Faithless Looting. Come on, land. Give me a swamp. Give me a mountain. Not. Okay. Don't think you have Metallic Rebuke. You have Hydroblasts, though. That's funny. All right. Still no land. That sucks. Out of curiosity, around which set have you started playing Modern and when did you quit? I played Modern when it was announced. I've been playing Magic since Eventide. So the very last set of the Lorwyn Shadowmoor block era, through Shards of Alara block, through Zendikar block. And I want to say, yeah, I want to say that Modern was announced around Avacyn Restored. Is that correct? Am I remembering that correctly? Do they just have another Hydroblast? Dude. I'm gonna be very upset if they do. Yeah, so when they announced that Modern was essentially an experimental format and they did that, I forget if it was a Pro Tour or PTQ, that was the Modern test competition. But that's when I started building my decks, getting my cards ready. Wow, they let it resolve. Woo! Still no land. What is going on here? Okay. Reckoner's Bargain. Okay. I don't care. Yeah, first Modern Pro Tour was just after M13, so between Avacyn and Return to Ravnica. Woo! Awesome. Got it. Your Enforcer. Yelp. Also, hello, Serby. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Jack Barons. Nice. All right. What do we have here? I think I'm going to plot the highway robbery here. And we'll just go from there. Yeah, I'm trying to get an idea how many cards were allowed in Modern when that format was created. So yeah, so if that was Avacyn Restored, Modern would have had all of Mirrodin block, obviously 8th edition through M12 or M13 at that time. So Mirrodin block, Kamigawa block, Ravnica block, Time Spiral block, Lorwyn Shadowmoor block, Shards of Alara block, Zendikar block. So yeah, quite a bit of cards. Oh, Unexpected Fangs. That is still a card. Wow. Okay. Really? You guys are playing Unexpected Fangs? Wow. I thought it was just Toxin Analysis this is. So that is awful. That is not. Let's cast that. Discard Kitchen Imp. That's a good card to have. I still think I'm extracting a confession here. Bum 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 bum. So that is cool. Wow, 36 sets. Yeah. Yeah, basically when Modern started, basically everyone went with the old extended decks, essentially, as the get-go. 32. Oh, okay. Because Cold Snap does count. Cold Snap, 8th, 9th, 10th. M10, M11, M12. I think M13, whatever it is. Yeah. All right, let's get in. Yeah, right after M12. Okay, so M12. It was between New Phyrexia and Innistrad. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we didn't get through Innistrad block yet. Yeah, because I think they pre-banned Stoneforge Jace by that point. All right, so now they have a Pyroblast. That's fine. Or Hydroblast, excuse me. Yeah, what was it? At that time, so because I was still sort of like getting all sorts of stuff ready. I'll get rid of another Faithless Looting. I really don't care. The only deck that I had my sights on was Zoo. Zoo from the old extended format. Wow, they're running 2 of them? Wow, that's crazy. Dark Withering, suddenly being terrible. Zoo was the main one that I wanted. So like Goblin Guides, Night of the Reliquaries, Tarmogoyfs, Curd Apes, Lightning Bolts, that sort of stuff. I want to say, yeah, Jason Mind Sculptor, Mendel Step, they knew about that. Valakut, Top, Bitter Blossom, yep, Ancestral, Hypergenesis, Golgari Grave Troll, Glimpse of Nature, Dread Return. Yeah, it's very interesting to see what the very, very first ban list was for like that pre-ban. And then they had to put Blazing Shoal on there like almost immediately. And I forget what else immediately went on there. I know Wild Nacatl wasn't too far after that. Punishing Fire also was not too far after that. I can't remember if Punishing Fire... Let's see. Initial Cloud Post. Okay, that makes sense. Green Sun Zenith, Ponder, Preordained, Rite of Flame. Okay, yeah. Because the Storm decks were just absurd. Oh, damn it. The guy tricked me. Whatever. All right. I could have gotten in there for 2, whatever. Yeah, so that was the initial one. Okay, so Punishing Fire and Wild Nacatl were banned by the end of that first year. Yeah. Because at that time, the format, once they had got rid of the fast mana, once they had gotten rid of a bunch of the other stuff, yeah. Punishing Fire was way too good at that time. I'm talking Jund everywhere. Yeah, marveling at the power creep. Indeed. All right, so I feel like they have another Reckoner's Bargain in hand. I'm gonna get in. All right, this time they didn't do the old sit there for a half a minute and make me skip through my attackers bullshit again. All right. Please be another Hydroblast. That would be so effing funny. All right. Gonna wait one more turn. Just marveling at the power creep. It's crazy. They thought, you know, Wild Nacatl was way too good, and then they printed Deathrite Shaman, dude. Then they printed Deathrite Shaman, and that made Modern crazy for a few years, man. I can't even deny it. At least with Punishing Fire, that would have maybe kept Deathrite Shaman at bay. I don't know. All right, I am still convinced that they have a Reckoner's Bargain in hand. So we'll see what happens here. All right, you have to actually have something. If Galv Blast. Okay. Get in for one. You have to block. You don't have it. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, baby. Get out of here with that nonsense. Yes! We won! Oh my god. Dang. That was well fought. Whew. Oh my god. Was card preview off that entire time? I apologize. Oh my god. That was crazy. Grove of the Burnwell is secret layer with Punishing Fire in its art. Oh my god. What's crazy is that, like, Grove of the Burnwillow's Punishing Fire wasn't like, oh, well, you just slowly ping your opponent to death. It was like, no, it's just, there are no weenie strategies ever. No white weenie. No fairies, no zoo. Well, not exactly. Zoo played Punishing Fire too at the time. But yeah, that was kind of like the thing, right? Was like it just pushed out so many decks. Slivers, forget about it. Again, like when you can't play White Weenie, things are kind of bad. When you can't play freaking like mono red, things are kind of bad. But yeah, it was a weird time. It's also a very new format. Things weren't quite solved yet. Birthing Pod wasn't... I want to say Birthing Pod was a contender, but it was a toolbox deck. It wasn't just straight go for the combo. You were running things like Malira, Murderous Redcap, right? But there were also just toolbox grindy mid-range shells. Things got really bad once Siege Rhino entered the equation. Yeah, Merfolk Assassin Warbarge was a genuine combo back in the day. You are correct. It's wild, man. Wild, wild, wild. I mean, I remember freaking out to an extent that they printed Elite Vanguard as an uncommon Savannah Lions. Like, oh my god, they printed a Savannah Lions in a supported tribal type freaking soldiers. It's wild. All right. This isn't horrible. I'm gonna keep this. Oh no. Hold on. One second. I know who this is. Sorry. All right. Just so that you guys are aware, this guy, Marsh Flats, he's the one that really put Mono Black Sack on the map, you know, at least into the public eye. I don't think he created it, but really respect this dude's content. I believe he goes by Strata Games on YouTube, so definitely check him out. Another fellow Pauper dude. Exactly, yeah, that's Strata Games. All right, so they are on Jund. Nihil Spellbomb, bit of a beating here. Don't like it. They've got a Twisted Landscape Swamp up here. Let's get in with our Epicure, and I think what we're going to do is Highway Robbery. And we'll Carnarium. Fanatical Offering. Makes sense. He's probably streaming right now. Do you want to snipe him? No. Absolutely not. I don't need the accusations. Let's see here. Realistically, what do I want to get rid of? Honestly, I'll probably get rid of the other Epicure. God, that would be terrible. Is he actually streaming? I'm not actually going to not actually going to watch him if he is. No, looks like he's not online. Probably recording for a video. Or just having fun. No response. Yeah! Did it. Alright, does he play the bridge? I forget, does he draw it? No, he doesn't. Snicker Wellspring, okay. All right. Well, let's get in there for one. See if he wants to block. He does. Cool. What do I want to do here? I think I just highway robbery imp. And that's good to know. Yeah. Nice. All right. No, he's not streaming now. Just kidding. Okay, good. I did play against one or two pros in my time by accident on Moto. I can't remember if I played against Reed Duke, Reed or Rabbit. I feel like I might have, like, just by happenstance. No attack, don't they have haste? They do. I just wanted him to block with the familiar and get rid of a 1/1 for a 2/1. Because I don't think he's playing main deck board wipes. Gixing Infiltrator. All right. He is on the Jund list. Does he play the bridge? Has he played bridge? I don't think he's played bridge. There we go. There's bridge. All right. So still 6 cards in hand. Alrighty. Do I end the festivities here? He can crack the Nihil spell bomb, which he does. Oh, now the yield to all doesn't actually yield to all. Okay, I prefer that. Do I want to play land? Or did I already play land? I played Jagged Barrens already. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of Fiery Temper Swamp. Yep. Yep, that's it. If he gets Reckoner's Bargain, that's great. Also accidentally played against a pretty big arena content creator way back when I was playing. Oh, wow. Nice. Nope, just Fanatical Offering. Okay. Map token with Gixing Infiltrator is an interesting double whammy. Oh, looks like he did. He hit Cleansing Wildfire. And he put it in the grave. All right. All right. Let's see here. The landscape. Cool. I am curious what they're going to do here. Toxin analysis. Fascinating. Okay. Well. Okay, what do we want to do here? Do we Faithless first? I think we Faithless first. Get in for 6. And we'll just wait. So that's really interesting. So far I've only seen Refurbished Familiar and Gixing Infiltrator, I think. Is this the Writhing Chrysalis? This is the Writhing Chrysalis. I think now I can actually yield to that because I can't do anything about that. All right, so they're going to hit me for 11 currently, if they so choose, which I think they are. I haven't seen burn spells, but I'm very wary that they might. All right, let's try it. Spin the wheel. Wow. That is crazy. The double familiar, so backbreaking. And that's it. Wow, well played. All right, Extract the Confessions definitely coming in. Is the End Festivities worth? I don't know. Dark Witherings also feel pretty good against big dude. I don't think you're quite what I want. Honestly, I don't think this is quite where I want either. I think I'll do that. Shave a little bit here and there. All right. Yeah, oof. The double refurbished familiar was the worst part, honestly. This isn't terrible. I will keep this. Well, it really hits the familiars and non-boosted infiltrators, so maybe not that good. Exactly. And I've yet to see like Crarclan Shamans and stuff like that. But obviously Crarclan Shaman's not that great against me right now, so... I will say I'm, you know, very happy to be streaming, particularly today, since I posted this on my socials, Blue Sky and Twitter, but this is technically my third year streaming now. I've been streaming since November of 2023, although I really started actually doing it in earnest in February 2024. So it's really nice to be able to look back on it and be like, even though I don't have like a huge community, I don't have thousands of followers, I don't have fan art, I don't have a bespoke, unique live 2D model, that I'm still doing pretty okay for myself, all things considered. Let's get rid of the sneaky snacker. So yeah, I'm happy to go into my third year of streaming now and just enjoy it. I've gotten certainly better at the jibba jabba. I'm still probably not by any means a particularly entertaining YouTuber, although I am an adorable little shit. It's a journey, man. It's just a journey. I don't think I could have handled becoming like the next, you know, Gargura overnight or something like that. And I'd rather not placate to branding and BS like that. I'd rather just play the games that I want to play, just have fun. Do I want a Vampire's Kiss? Do I want a Faithless Looting? I think I might want a Faithless Looting. Get rid of Voltaire and Epicure. I really don't think that's going to be where I want to be right now. Alright, so we have Extracted Confessions, Lightning Bolts, so they know about both bolts. That's about it. That is true. I mean, I wouldn't mind making an amount of income from this because, trust me, in this economy, every little bit helps. But it is certainly not something that I need to really worry about, which is fantastic. One, two, three, four. Actually, no. Let's do this correctly. To be honest, I'd rather deal with this than my current job. At least you can tell rowdy viewers to get off. Yeah, exactly. Just be like, all right, you're good. Get out. I do want to be able to end the year with some actual like made for YouTube content though, aside from just stream VODs. So I need to kind of get my rear in gear on that. It has been a slog IRL, so finding the time to do that has been hard, but it is what it is. That is funny. Weather storm. Okay. Oh man, they had it. Terrible, awful. Ah. Get some editing chops in. True. True. Darn. Okay. Well, it is what it is. It's faithless looting. Not too shabby. Another Ichor Wellspring. Cool, cool, cool. It do be what it do be do. Indeed. Familiar. Oh no, they get to checks notes. Draw a card. This card is so stupid. So stupidly good. All right. Do I want to take 11 here? I think I do. I think I'm okay with that. toxin analysis. Yeah. That's rough. Ugh. Wow. All right, let's get in. I think they block here. 5. Can I do 10 damage? I probably can. Yikes. All right, well, that is game. I don't know what my out would have been there. Certainly not a whole bunch of lands. Wow. That's crazy. Darn. All right. All right, let's get back to the main screen here. Ta-da! Dang. Well, that is a well-deserved loss. This is why poison counters are good. Indeed. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Ah. Ah. All right, let's see here. Still waiting for opponent. All right, I think while that spins, I'm going to grab myself another refill of water, and then we'll go right into the match. Boop. All right, I'm back. All right, so do we want to keep this? It's not terrible. It's not great either. It's a little slow. I'm going to mulligan this. Let's see if we can get something a little bit better. All right. All right. What do I want to do here? I think I'll get rid of a mountain. Oh no. Oh no. We're up against Spy. Frick. Ugh, that is awful. Llanowar Elves. Okay. Orochi Leaf Car. Oh, well, maybe not Spy. Maybe we are, in fact, just up against walls. Which, maybe that's okay. Oh. Let's see here. Let's just get that out of the way. All right, this guy also has several trophies. Axbane Guardian. Whew. We did not have a good interactive opener, so I'm gonna have to think about what we're gonna do for game 2 a lot. All right. Hardcast Generous End. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure how to get out of this spot. This is going to be rather interesting. I think I just take it. Oh, they don't. Fascinating. All right. Okay, I have decisions here. Do we go the direct burn route? They have 6 points of life. They're effectively at 20 still. Or do we just get the kitchen imps in there? I think getting the kitchen imps in there is a good strat. Attack with the team. They block 2, 3. Oh, they do block with the leaf caller. That's fascinating. Is this another generous end? Bro is just on the fatty beatdown strat. This is crazy, man. What? Defender reach. Haste. Okay. Not that that changes much right now. Let's see if it does change. All right, you gain your 6 life. All right, go in for 10, just 5. Sure. Defender reach. So that does have reach. Interessante. Let's see here. So I can Faithless, Fiery Temper the Rubble Fort. Get in for a bunch. I feel like I still want to do that. Let's get in for another 2 points of damage. I feel like I'm okay with. I'm not afraid of... I wonder why they need the leaf color for. I haven't seen any non-green yet, right? True. Alright, so we've got blue, floating, Drift of Phantasms, yup. For Lead the Stampede. Fascinating. Cerulli Caretaker, Overgrown Battlement, Shield Wall Sentinel. Okay, so they're definitely casting the Overgrown Battlement, I guess. Nope, just the Cerulli. Fair. I think I'm okay chump blocking this here because this is not getting in anytime soon. Fascinating. Okay. So I can 3-drop Alms of the Vein plus maybe something else that I hit. Gets back our other sneaky snacker. I'm not terribly upset with that. Ooh. I actually do like that. The burn strat is real. Barons here. Come down to 4. And just hold them back. So, Sentinel... Alright, Quarian Ranger is bad news. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it, just about. Just about. Alright. Is this another Drift of Phantasms? It is. Okay. Alright, so they drifted of Phantasms. They do have a Freed from the Real now. Sure. Do they have literally anything? The last card in their hand. Okay. That is the literally anything. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Fantastic. Dark Witherings are definitely in. I like, so like Extract a Confession is an interesting choice here, right? So they're really good at getting rid of the Generous Ends. Not really anything else. Do I keep Pyroblasts in, like, against the Freed from the Real combo? Do I do that? This feels like a much more thing. Take out the Festives. Yeah, I did. I just did. Interesting. What do I do? Do I do the Extract a Confession? Maybe I do to get rid of that, because I feel like getting rid of the... Yeah. I do want to put in maybe a couple Pyroblasts. Is there anything I really want to take out for it? I don't think there's anything else I want to take out for it. So when they're reaping the graves, you can just exile their targets. That is fair. Let's put you in here. I'll take out you. Take out you. Let's do that. All right, what do we want? This is not bad. This gives us plenty of interaction early game, and I am all about that. Oh, our opponent just mulliganed to 5. Oh dear. Essence Warden. What are you doing? Essence Warden. Do I really care about that? I don't think I do. I am going to Fiery Temper something if they start doing weird shenanigans. They're elves. What? Excuse me? Did they just sideboard into elves? That is wild. They just transformational sideboarded into elves. My man. There ain't no way. Time for Elf Ball, right? That is crazy talk. Wow. Okay. So we really want to hit something here, and I feel like I'm going to just grab the prize. Ugh. Wow. No land. Game over, man. Game over. Generous Ent. Yup. Overgrown Battlement. They are still overgrown battlementing. Interesting. Lovely. Ask and ye shall receive, huh? Um, come on, do it. Do it. Darn it. Okay. Now, I am going to blow this up when they cast their next thing here. Or not. What do they hit? Oh my god, they hit literally everything. So they have a Cerulli. Swing Guardian, Secret Door. 2 Axebanes, a Priest of Titania. That is wild. Alright, let's get rid of you now. Pass turn. What do I do here? What is the correct course of action? Because they are going to untap, make an Axebane Guardian, probably also... Do I Kitchen Imp here? Like, grab the prize into Kitchen Imp? I feel like that's okay, because there's still, like, a turn off of doing stuff. This at least pushes through 4 damage. Oh, we finally hit the land. Excellent. Right? I think his 1 damage sweepers are terrible. Alright. Got rid of that. So we have Axebane Guardian. We have the second Axebane Guardian. Tap that for Secret Door. Or we play Priest of Titania now. I'm gonna play our Secret Dooring. Interesting. Alright, so we are in a bit of a squeeze, and I don't like that. They have infinite mana, essentially. They like, not actual infinite, but like we can just bleh that and not care. Yeah, game 3 time for the double bluff, right? So let's see here. I think I Vampire's Kiss. And we're going to end step. So they have 2 unknowns in hand, now 3. Again, infinite mana, essentially. They have unlimited mana. What do I care about? They have Free from the Wheel. Okay. And that is game. Wow. Okay, that's at common. 5 mana, top 3 cards, reveal permanent, put them into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library and anywhere. Wow. That's crazy. And there's the Invoker. They just have it now. That's wild. Wow. Incredible. All right, we are 2-2. Dang, yeah. Crazy. Powerful deck. Powerful deck. Oh, should have definitely brought in the Pyroblasts, but how was I to know? How was I to know? Oh well. They run like 5 win cons, pretty much. Like there's different avenues you can do depending on what gets taken out when. And it's like, all right, well, you have X amount of cards in your deck. Do you draw the thing that's going to work for you or not? They drew very well. All right, last match of this league. Let's see what we got. Last match. Can we get the 3-2 finish? I would be very happy with a 3-2 finish. Going up against 3 people that are on the ladder, like, that do really well. Defeating Mr. Twin was incredible. Going up against Marsh Flats, wow. And then Apaz 72. Nice. Kalikai's with Storm. Please no. I'd rather not. I know he's back on the Poison Storm train, so like... eh. And we lost the die roll. Oof. There is no enabler in here. Look at that. This one feels better. Get rid of one of the Vampire Kisses. Urzatron. Baby. That's crazy. All right, so what flavor of Urzatron is this? Ugh, you couldn't even pick the good picture versus mine? Bro, come on. Of course, they have Natural Tron. We shall see. Definitely getting Power Plant. What? All right, now I'm tilted. Oh, what is this? How dare you? All right. We will get in for an card. Do they play their own bog here? I don't think they do. What do I want to do? Let's grab the prize. Sneaky Snacker. A couple more grab the prizes. We'll bog them. Not that it matters too terribly much. We have a little bit of pressure here, but let's see what their haymakers are. Packdoll Terror. Okay, so this is probably some sort of Altertron. Alright, they scry 2. Constantly mauling over the opponent, getting Tron online on turn 3. I know, it's such a good meme. So it's like, oh, of course they have Tron on turn 3. Tron does Tron things. And I mean, like, it has been doing this essentially ever since, like, Extended. It is what Tron do. Been saying this forever. since playing Modern, since playing Pauper. It just always occurs. Okay, what to do, what to do. I gotta do something about this though. That's what I gotta do. Discard End the Festivities. I don't think this card is really helping us this game. And I do actually want to grab the prize again. It's not going to get back this Sneaky Snacker, but it will draw us deeper. Since Antiquities, baby. I mean, Tron during Antiquities wasn't doing much. Because you had Mishra's Workshop, and that card's kind of more busted. Freaking Pact Altair, man. The one time I'm not running Artifact Hate in this kind of a deck, because I wanted Dark Withering to be better. But this is exactly what you want to have the Artifact Hate for. And they have the altar. Okay. I can't believe I'm already at 8 life. What is this game? Do I kiss here? I don't think I do. Yeah, maybe I do. It's kind of hard to envision Modern without Tron. Very true. I think I just lose here, if I'm not mistaken. Another Pact Altair, what? So they can't pick those. It's either Swamp or Terror, and I'm pretty sure they're picking Pact Altair. No, they chose Swamp. Okay. Fair. Own Eviscerator's Insight. All right. Star. Pact Altair, man. Green. Do they have another Rumble? Oh, no, they just have the... All right. Yep, that's it. Darn. All right. Let's get you in here. Let's get you in here. Out of here. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. You can't keep losing the combo. I know, right? It's crazy. Yeah, let's do that. I know Alms of the Vein is essentially like more lightning bolts, but I don't know. I don't want to take out too many of one or the other. I think I mulligan. This is better. I'm not sure what I get rid of. Maybe bolt. I think I do get rid of a bolt. Has there been a single good matchup Dark Withering has had so far? That's a good question. It has definitely worked a little bit with the affinity, but I think right now it's just not. I think the combo decks are on the rise and therefore not quite doing what we want to be doing. So yeah, Dark Withering is coming out. I'm definitely putting in... What do I want to put in? What do I want to put in? What do I want to put in? Probably Cast into Fires and maybe one Shenanigans. I really like Shenanigans in this kind of a deck. Very nice, very nice. We'll get in there for 2. Dark Banishing also technically pretty decent against walls. We just did not get remotely lucky. I will chuck that up to, it's just probably a really terrible matchup, because those 4 toughness dudes are hard to deal with. Dark Withering definitely helps shore that up, but eh. Blood Fountain, don't particularly care. Not sure what our opponent's trying to do. Do I lightning bolt now? I think not. All right, I'm okay with this. Karn Liberated is a $3 card now. Probably because Tron in Modern is not Karn focused, it's Eldrazi focused, if I had to guess. I am curious about that. All right, Packed Doll to Roar. Get out of here. Ashnod's Altar. Okay. All right, this is not looking too terrible. We can respond to their blood fountain. Even Tarmogoyf stands at a meager $10. Well, Tarmogoyf has gotten outclassed by literally everything, which is kind of absurd. I should have definitely double Nihil spellbombed, huh? All right. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Max star. We play the Packdoll Terror. Okay. Not terrible. Okay. All right, modern. So we got Jeskai, we got Boros, Izzet, Domain Zoo doing the Flage stuff, Amulet Titan being a menace to society, Affinity, interesting, Eldrazi ramp. Yeah, I don't think Tron actually exists right now in modern. Yeah, it's like 0.3% of the meta. That is wild, man. Yeah, Karn the Great Creator is just pulling more weight than anything else. All right. Fighting Prism on stack. You may do your thing. Max Star. So there's Insight. So they are digging. Flashing back Viscer's Insight, I'm assuming. No. Something else. A new Eviscerator's Insight. That is okay. Just churning through their deck. No love for Karn, Living a Legacy. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Screw that guy. So we got rid of one Packdoll Terror. They still have all 4 Mirror Retrievers in their deck. I think is okay. Let's get in there. Yup. Wow. I want to get back Chromatic Star. Okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Get another tower. Yup. Alright. Current Living Legacy's emblem was never printed despite his ultimate makes. Really? They never made an emblem for that? Really? Wow, you are correct. They printed the Power Stone token, but not the emblem. Whoa. Way to drop the ball there, Wizards. Out of all the things that you could possibly drop the ball on, mind you. That's probably the lowest priority one. This deck cycles through so many cards. So many cards. Drop the Mirari. You've dropped the Mirari, Wizards. You've dropped the Cryogen Relic. Storm count 4. We got Malevolent Rumble. Into either Candy Trail or Prof, like chose Candy Trail. They've drawn nearly 20 more cards than I have. They've got a full grip. Extract a Confession. Nice, but not necessary. Gonna get in there. For 3, take them down to 8 again. Another Eviscerator's Insight? Yes. Wow, they got rid of the altar? Whoa, they must have drawn an extra. Okay then. So now I have an opportunity to cut them off of 1, 2, 3, all 4 Eviscerator's Insights. Do I do that? Is that good whatsoever? I don't think so. It's incredible value, but I don't think that's where I want to pop this Nihil Spellbomb. There's a Packdoll Terror. Get rid of the Sneaky Snacker. All right. Ooh. I think this might just be the time. Pulse of Marasa. Yup. Darn. Alrighty. What do we do? Alter. Retriever. Do they have another retriever? They absolutely do. Yep. Nope. We lost to combo again. Darn. Oh well. We got 50 play points. We went 2 and 3, but we put up a hard-fought battle. So this is the deck that we were playing, Rakdos Madness, and the first things I'm doing here is taking out the Dark Witherings. And let's see here. I think I am definitely putting in one Shenanigans. You get a trophy if you go 05. I wish they gave you like a Zatsu or Zaku trophy for just going as horribly as possible. Let's see here. Do I do Smash to Smithereens or do I do Actual Exile? I feel like Actual Exile is stronger. I like Shenanigans. This card is like a pet favorite sideboard card of mine here. Do I keep the 2 End of Festivities main deck? I've seen a lot of lists just not, which is fair. So I'm not sure where I'd want to throw them in the side. So I might just not. I like having this. This feels like a necessary evil. This is very nice. I think this is a better yeah, I think this is just better overall. Yeah, the variance was crazy, but it's also a very good sign that the meta is healthy. We've got a way big deck pool out here, archetype pool. And it's super nice to see that. Fires of Undeath. Wow. This card used to be insane. Anyway, I'm going to grab a water, and then we are going to do a couple of 2-mans here in the practice league. I did a little brewing while I was bored one day this past week. And I want to play this. Someone somewhere was just like, oh, hey, let's punish some of the slower artifact land decks now with literal boomerang hoodwink tempo. And I'm like, you know what? Bet. I don't mind this. Do I think it is going to be good enough? I don't know. But this was certainly an interesting idea. We're not doing Scred Red. Obviously, playing Tolarian Terrors and Cryptic Serpents is probably a lot better pressure than Delver Secret's Modern Age. Especially with Augur Balls currently, but I kind of like this. This feels nice. So we're going to try this once I come back after grabbing another drink. And yeah, maybe we'll have a little fun on the way out. So, BRB, guys. Boop. Boop. All right, I'm back. All right, got my water. Let's see here. Serpentine curve? Hold on. Serpentine curve. Ooh. That could be nice. Let's get out the hoodwinks and maybe we'll throw in a couple of these guys. There we go. We'll cut a modern age for that because you can't get picked up with Augur Bolus or Flip Delver Secrets. Yeah, this looks interesting. Very interesting. Add one fling? Nah. Nah. I kind of want to see where this takes me. Obviously, we could be running like snow-covered stuff and whatever. But, I don't want to. So we've got our Molten Tributaries, Island, Mountain. We got Lauren revealed to help with getting our red sources on curve. This could be pretty good. Got Brainstorms, Ponders. maybe one more shuffle effect. All right. So this is kind of what I was thinking about. I like the idea of the Serpentine Curve here, just for like a beat stick. That also just feeds into the Delver Augur synergies here. So we're just trying to do tempo Delver things, right? We're trying to boomerang their tap lands. We're trying to, you know, block early game stuff, get in there with efficient flyers, disrupt what they're doing, all that good stuff, right? Right. So let's see what this little deck can do. Let's see here. There we go. Custom match. Oh, that's interesting. That comes up like that. All right, let's do it. See what happens. Then instead of Bolt, you can use Galvanic Discharge. Galvanic Discharge, I don't think goes to the face, though, right? Choose target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, I can't go to the face with Bolt. I mean, you could do like Galvanic Discharge, tune the narrative. But, I don't know. All right, we are actually pretty set here. This looks pretty good. Shibuya. All right. Island Delver. Phenomenal. Get wrecked. Still gonna blind flip it though. Calling it right now. They did not. Woo! Let's go! Yeah, baby! All right. I could Modern Age here, but Thought Scour. Okay. Nice. They decided to counterspell. Very nice. Swear to God, attacking with an unflipped Delver is the most depressing thing in the world, other than getting Bojuka Bog on turn 1. You are not wrong. That is pretty awful. Oh, they got rid of a third Delver Secrets here. 1, 2, 3, and then a Cryptic Serpent. See what happens. Dragon Wings? Dude, what year are we living in? Oh my God. That's wild. All right. Your very own build dragon, essentially. It's been a spicy one of in Tolarian Terror decks for a while now, but it has not seen a lot of play. Most people would rather just have another like Lose Focus or Demon Furier rather than something that just wins more. Oh well. It was the, what was it? The black one was the only one that was kind of like a little weird. Actually, no, excuse me. The white one. The white one was absolute trash. God, I can't even remember what the green one was. Was it Monstrous Fangs? Was it gains Trample? Is that what it was? Pretty good. Ooh, nice token. Haven't seen that one before. Yeah, Scales was garbo. Fangs was at least nice. Shadow gave fear, I want to say. Do I just take 5? I might just take 5. Yeah, fear and +1. Cool. I have memorized cards that are over 20 years old. I think I do block, just giving me that little extra edge there. Red was haste and fire breathing. Of course that was red. Like you couldn't not do that in red. Shard wings. Shard wings? Wing shards is storm. Target player sacks that many attacking creatures. I don't know what shard wings does. Wing shards is that though. Boomerang the flying thing. Did they play an island? No, they milled an island. Okay, so they can still just hard cast it. Deem inferior. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm just going to concede the game now because like there's really nothing I can do about that. Steel sabotage, that does nothing. Relics are actually kind of okay. Breath weapon again does really doesn't do much. Let's do that. I could bring in envelop. Let's do a boomerang. I'll bring in envelop. What does zombie cutthroat do? Zombie cutthroat. Is that the black green one that has like protection from blue or something? No, it's morph paying 5 life. Darn. Okay, we're still in Scourge then, never mind. Huh, okay, well, I'm gonna try and keep this. What does stabilizer do? Stabilizer is like anti-cycling, right? It makes cycling costs like another 2 mana or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, you just cannot cycle. Ah, okay. I knew it was cycle hate, I just didn't know how. It's weird that it has a sliver in its art. True. Very true. I'm trying to remember if slivers had like real like enters the battlefield abilities, like if that was supposed to be like An anti-astral slide card? I don't remember. Wow. Was the only land in Scourge Temple of the False God? It's because that like way back in the day when I first started playing EDH around 2008, 2009, that was the copy that I had in my MIL deck. Yeah, no slivers in Tempest or Legions had ETB. Yeah, I think they were just all statics. Like, you get First Strike, you get Vigilance, you get +1/+1 or whatever it was. I think the ETBs only started in Time Spiral block, right? Did I counter this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Nice. Yeah, Aura Shard Sliver is best sliver. Necrotic Sliver, people were just like, this is the most powerful sliver of all time. And it has not aged well. So they did shuffle. They blind flip, but they do not blind flip. Sure. Get in for the one. Get in for the one. Woo. Not the most threatening fractile ever. Brandstorm. Mental note. Woo. That is very interesting. Scourge, favorite of all time. I've heard a lot of different opinions of like people saying like, oh, this set or that set is favorite all time. Scourge, that's a first for me. Not that it's bad, but like no one's ever really singled that one out. Onslaught was one of my favorites when I started playing. For whatever reason, the card store that was close to me at the time that I was playing, and like this was when Eventide was out, right? Had just packs and packs and packs of Onslaught, and like the, what is it called? The tournament packs, like the ones where you can get like the 3 rares, like 15 uncommons, whatever it was. Onslaught was so much fun. Alright, they are cycling dragon wings. Interesting. Also, did you know that the set symbol for Onslaught is what a morphed creature was supposed to... Exactly, yeah. They actually did depict it in a few card arts, which I thought was really cool. Like that sort of spidery thing. That's all Ixidor's shenanigans. Yeah, they have a dispel. That's fine. And they sort of changed morph. Like the morphing on Tarkir is different from the Dominaria morph because clearly it's a different type of magic. I remember people being like, oh, it's not the spider thing, but I'm like, yeah, but this is so much cooler. It looks like a shroud of magic. Wow. Good grief. I am really just not getting anything whatsoever here. All right. Wow. Flooded out. All right. Let's do another match. I won't deny the Scourge is like the most Timmy old school set ever, but that's what you like. Exactly. Like, if you like what you like, well, whatever, man. I know that when I was playing, Shards of Alara was a big influence on me. A lot of the cards I opened at that time were big Timmy cards from Naya. And so, like, that really pushed me into loving, you know, Selesnya and Naya colors and stuff. Probably the biggest reason why I loved Zoo so much was at the time people were trying to play like Kurdape, Wild Nacatl, and Woolly Thoktar all at the same time. Zendikar really pushed that even further with Goblin Guide and Loam Lion. It's kind of crazy. What would be my favorite set of all time? To draft, I would like to say that my favorite set of all time is Triple Innistrad. Like OG Innistrad, Triple Innistrad was my favorite. Favorite set just overall though? Oh, that's a tough one. And that's a tough one. I mean, that just changes over time, I feel. Ooh, we're up against white something. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, scry one. Hello. Hmm. All right. Let's get in there for 3. Nice. Yeah, the people that tag certain aspects on Scryfall, those are the real heroes. Wow. Okay, interesting. Mono white boggles? Is that kind of what we're doing here? Candy trail. Huh. Well, I'm getting ready to boomerang that, that's for darn sure. Bolt doesn't do anything here. Oh, hello. Interesting. Let's get rid of the Trailblazer. By rid of, I mean bounce. Benevolent Blessing. Holy moly. Angelic Gift. Wow. I think I counterspell that. So they're attacking for 4. Not ideal. Get rid of another modern age here. I don't know what to do. I think I get rid of you. I mean, this does just block that for the time being. Yeah, let's do that. I think I just want to sacrifice this and get something else. Ooh, absolutely nothing. That's kind of terrible. Yeah, Naturalized debuted in Onslaught. They were just like, we are going to color shift disenchant. And probably people thought that that was the end of Magic. Crow and Skyguard. Yeah, mono white heroic. Fascinating. I hadn't seen it with this one, the Keep Guard. All right, let's see if Skyguard does something. Wow. Okay. So they are playing a lot of the protection spells and stuff here, aren't they? All right, let's go to game 2. I certainly like annuls. This doesn't do anything, I don't think. I don't think this does anything either. I don't mind this. What a wild deck to run into, man. On a white heroic. It's been a moment. All right, getting in there for Delver, good. Trailblazer, okay. What to do, what to do. I think we're playing at instant speed here, so we're waiting to bolt maybe that thing, counterspell maybe a thing. Secluded Step. These also debuted in Onslaught, by the way. Cartouche of Solidarity. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I meant to yield to that. Oh well. Let's bolt that, see what happens. Order of Bolas. Boomerang, Counterspell, Serpentine Curve. I feel like we want the counter. Yeah. All right, we're good. All right. How many legendary creatures were printed in pre-modern times? Oh, God. I haven't the faintest idea. Interesting. I think I'm okay with that. All right, White Heroic, ladies and gentlemen. That is such a deck. Go ahead and throw the Augur under the bus here. Do you need another Boomerang? Wow. There is an Emergence Scathed. All right. Well, dang. That's tough. That is tough. Oh my gosh. All right, one more. Give me a ballpark? Ugh. Oh gosh. Well, let's see. So we've got Legends is the first one. We have some in Homelands. I'm going to say all told, let's say like... because they did... Imagine if I had Fling in that matchup, it wouldn't have done anything. Keep this. Oh, wow. Sorry, I did not click the proper screen there. There we go. We're going to keep this. I'm going to say pre-modern 250. I'm going to say there's like 250 legendary creatures specifically. Many more legendary cards, but I think that's it for the creatures. $200. Wow. All right. Even the background characters are legendary. Pretty much. It is kind of absurd. See, they're running the main deck and the festivities. Wow, really? The dude who casted Bolt in Magic 2013's art is going to be getting a legendary creature printing. No. Don't be silly. All right, kitchen him. No way. Another bolt. Oh, okay. Phenomenal. Oh, gosh. All right, they have one card in hand, two cards in hand. I am dead on board. It is going to happen. Grab the prize. All right. Well, that could have gone a lot worse for us. Is it a lot worse now? Are they going to do the Alms of the Vein? Yes. Okay. Cool. Hydroblast's pretty good. Envelop, pretty good. Do I spell Pierce? Spell Pierce might just not be good enough. I don't know. Nah, I think it's fine. Take out one auger. I don't know. Serpentine Curve feels like a really good top end here. Do I just take out the augers? and like go from there. Yeah, let's do that. We did get exactly 500 new commanders in 2025. That is wild. All right, we will keep this. I feel like I take the first turn to ponder here, and then next turn I can Delver and keep up all this other stuff. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, accounting for all legendary permanents, indeed. Mayhaps. Duress. That's funny. All right, go ahead and take our counterspell. They took Serpentine Curve. Interesting. Bog. Nice. Let's go mono blue. Yeah, buddy. Want to play his Mountain Pass? Sure. Nah, I like having pressure on my board. And we did Pokemon in the last 10 years. That's kind of wild when you think about it, right? We got more just commander cards, actual commanders, than Pokemon made unique Pokemon in the last decade. Also, citation needed, but still, like, wow. Non-creatures can be commanders. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, you're right now. They did change it so that vehicles and spacecraft can also do that. It's dumb. Do I care about Kitchen Imp? I don't think I do. I think I do care about Grab the Prize, though. Vampire's Kiss. Yomp. Now they've got stuff that they can start rummaging through their hand. Wait a turn so I can get down a Delver with backup. They had Duress though, so I don't know if... Well, it doesn't take out Delver. It takes out any of my other spells. They get a Sneaky Snacker back. Got 2 Sneaky Snackers back. Crazy. Come on, commit to the board. All right, we're doing good. Keep up the good work. Thank you for answering my somewhat rhetorical. I love how we have just this amazing conversation happening in chat. I love it. Just geeking out about this game is just so much fun. I love it. No response. Lightning Bolt. Good card. They got their own lightning bolts. How dare you? So they did a highway robbery. Interesting. So I can bolt a threat that they put down, which is fine. I'd argue that Pokemon have a lot more time dedicated to their design than commanders do. Yeah. Especially if you're considering like TCG, you know? Ooh. Fancy. Pokemon, there is, generally speaking, an amount of balancing that you have to do in terms of typing and what abilities you can give the thing, and then you create something like Urshifu, and then all that goes out the window. All right, can we get there? I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather fight over one of these things. You're definitely thinking about using one of these plotted highway robberies. There we go. Okay. 9 wall. All right. Getting a serpentine curve would be great. No, when they mean Flurmain, Houndstone, and Palafin is when they jump the gun. Oh my god. I mean, I can see that, but... Vampire's Kiss. Alright. You can't fault them though for making like really inspired designs, right? Like they definitely tried hard on those. Mistakes were made potentially, but they tried. They tried very hard. Okay, bounce bog, I'm assuming. No, Jagged Barons. All right. Chain lightning. All right. Wow. This is wild. I think they win. But this was such a fun game. This is just like battle of the minds here. Wow. Yep. Wow. That was crazy. All right. So, what do we think here? Boomerangs? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I think we can pull those out. Throw in another couple of these guys here. I think that's pretty good. Fling? No. We are not flinging. All right, you know what? Fine. I'm throwing one of those out. And we are fling. Bap. An average day for a giant, momentous occasion for a goat. There we go. Can't beat Lutri getting banned 22 days before it released, right? Crazy. Alrighty. Well, I'm happy with this. It is possible that we do want some additional red sources here. But I don't know. Yeah. Is Steel Sabotage really where we want to be at? That is a great question. Was it weak stone subjugation? Maybe play some pyros in the side. It is possible. Trying to think if weak stone is good. I'm just kind of thinking, like, if we go up against like Tolarian Terror or like Writhing Chrysalis, I'd rather have something like this, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it here for the moment now. And I want to thank you all for watching. I'm calling it this evening. I have some other things I need to do. But very, very happy that we had a really intense league. It was really fun playing against such high-skilled players. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've been having some internet connectivity problems this past week. That's been really spotty. I'm glad that I don't think I've dropped the stream yet. So I'm going to try about getting, the freaking pivot to elves, right? I can't believe that. But yeah, I'm going to try and upload some of the missing VODs to my channel now and get caught back up. And you know what? I will hopefully get to see you guys next Monday as well. So in the meantime, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been your local cat slime, Ceylon Cross. Wishing you a good rest of your day, and bye-bye. 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 Bye.